YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, welcoming you back to the 100 Days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where every day for 100 days we're dueling with a different deck every single day. Today is day number 69, the big old 69 funny meme number, all that. Nothing lewd today, though. We're going all serious today. We're playing ourselves an Orgoth the Relentless dice deck, and we've got ourselves a banger here. We're summoning out Orgoth the Relentless. He's a big punk and beat stick with a dice roll effect. They can read all sorts of craziness happening. And we're combining him with some dark fiends on the side for some snarky text. We got some spiritual boys for some rank ups. And I got a hand trap and a dice jar, all the things you like to see. So we got ourselves our deck here today, thanks to CB Saiyan, who wanted us to take a look at a deck around Orgoth for a buddy of his. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So we're going to head out in the edopro. We're going to show off this deck. We're going to show off the wombos and the combos, what do's and what not do's. Have ourselves a good old time. So long as the trolls on edopro decide to like play the game with us. You know, sometimes they don't interact well with others, but we're going to do our damnedest. So decklist is at the end as always. Check it out after this if you want to see what we're playing with. For now, let's go into the show. Show off what this deck can do. Alrighty, everybody, our first opponent, another day, another card game. With our deck, we'd like to go first, but just as well, we can go second. It's one of those decks. And let's see. Ooh, pretty nice. I'd like that 6 too, but I'll take it. So we're going to activate our Dicey Dungeon. Our most important card. We're going to add Dimension the Dice from our deck to the hand. This allows me to tribute any monster while I have a card that mentions dice. And then I can summon out my boy Orgoth. That's the whole idea of the deck. That's what we do. And, okay, my opponent has... he's doing something. I'm not sure what. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Mr. Weaver, would you please make a thing? This is weird. He's called Joey, but he's stun-locked by the fact that I'm playing... Oh, wait, because it's Duke Devlin. Oh, that's the problem here. That's the problem. I just realized he's playing Joey. I'm playing Duke Devlin. That's the thing. Yeah, I'm not meta abusing. Unless you count, but, well, my extra deck is a little of that. I'm going to admit that, but I rarely use the extra. That's more of like a backup plan. I just want to summon Orgoth as soon as my opponent lets me, like, play. But yeah, basically, right, this is what we're trying to do with this deck. Just play out good old Dimension the Dice. Tribute off our Street Patrolman. He's important for this because we can summon out things like Snipe Hunter from our hand. And we also have like yugioh as well as a hand trap. But we're going to go for our boy, Orgoth the Relentless. He is a spicy guy. So we're going to go ahead and use his effect. I'm going to roll 3 dice. If we get all 3 of the same, it's perfect. But we really want pairs of 1 and 2 on first turn. Barring that, 3 and 4 is fine. You don't want to get 5 and 6 unless it's like your battle phase turns. Which is exactly what we got, but that's sometimes what happens. Let's set dice, and we'll end our turn for now. I mean, my Orgoth is rather large and in charge. Can't deny that. It's not perfect, though. I'd like him to be... I would have preferred the protection effect or the draw effect, because he has all these effects. He has various effects. You know, you roll 3 dice. Depending on the pairs you get, is when he gets better things going for him. 1 and 2, can't be short of battle card effects for an entire turn. Well, it's a turn and a half. It's your opponent's turn and yours. 3 or 4, draw 2 cards. Very cool. 5 or 6, attacks directly. Hey, Aratama. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, brother. All right, let's try this again. This is what we do. We're just going to keep using Orgoth. And he's not a solid once per turn. He's one of them soft once per turn. So, you know, if I get another Orgoth, then I could just do it again. That's just how it goes. See where this goes. Come on, baby. Erisic. I'm getting all the effects I don't want. Let's try dice. This is the best searcher in the deck when it doesn't do that. Basically, you roll a dice. If it's a 1 or a 6, you search any card that requires dice rolls. This is where that 6 comes into play. That's where that comes into play. Also, I'm sorry, friend. I have the Harpy's Feather Duster. I don't want to, but... On Earth. Oh! That's a lot of nasties. That was a lot of nasties. But let's go Dice Dungeon. Got a 5. Ooh, that's bad. My attack is halved. Oh, my dice rolls. It's only till the end of the turn, though, so it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. My attack was going to be changed anyway. Well, my defense will stay the same for a turn. It's just a weird little Weird little ruling there. My defense is going to stay the same. But yeah. So I guess we're just up against that. And yeah, Dice. It's a cool guy. But, you know, if you don't roll right, it can screw you over. That's why you really want that 6 in the deck. Ooh, baby! That's what I'm talking about! Alright, now I can search whatever the bloody hell I want. I'm just going to get another dice dungeon. Get another dimension. Get a double Orgoth. Double the Orgoth. Double the trouble. Yeah, this is perfect. This is exactly what we want to see. So that's why I run the Harpies. To stop, like, floodgatey things. And I'll summon Aratama. He's my boy. Let's see. I mean, I can't add a spirit. I'll just go ahead and add a spirit. I'm not going to use the darn thing. Sorry, Sakatama, but I don't need you right now. I have better things to do. Sorry, brother. Don't not show up later when I need you. Just so you know, don't do it. But yeah, we're going to summon out a second Orgoth. And then we're just going to use them both. But yeah, I think that's going to be game. But let me show off real quick the fact that I have this. And summon out our boy yugioh. And that ought to be game right there. And I gotta do it. I'm sorry, I don't need to do this, but and of course when I had game and I had to do it. No. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna attack with Orgoth the Relentless. I have yugioh, we can boost to do by 1,000. But I'm not gonna use it just yet. I should not have used dice. I had game right there. If I lose, it's all on me. But I just had to give it a shot. Alright, my opponent has willfully surrendered, and we'll roll the bones one last time. I'm not going to use Dice Dungeon this time. Who am I kidding? I'm going to use Dice Dungeon all day. It literally does not... Ooh, I got the draw effect. Cool. Very cool. Alright. So my opponent willfully surrenders. I mean, I like the idea of, like, the deck based around his traps, but I had the one perfect out to his stuff. So, good on us. We get ourselves our first win. And you get the exact idea of what we're trying to do with this deck. Summon out Orgoth, get the dice things going, and go for the goal. So let's go for duel number 2. Show off more what this deck can do. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. Okay, we don't get to pick this time, but that's fine. I can go second too. We got my field spell. That's the most important thing. And hey, yugioh's here to play. We got our yugioh back in the first turn, so that's good. Now I got my little hand trappy boy. We'll be up against Amazoness. Pretty beefy bunch. That could be tricky. I do have that 6-2 though, so we got options with this hand. We got some options, and I like that. Can we out Amazoness? Well, it's gonna depend. We'll see where it goes. Okay, got the hot sprang. Okay. Get yourself pendulum scales or what have you. Okay. Get the other one now. Unless you already have the other one. No. You got spiritual. Gotta go for a Fieends. Amazoness, I really like the Amazoness with their support line, because it's like they got a lot of stuff, but none of it's negation based or anything like that. Amazoness are all about battling. That's their whole shtick. They don't care about negating the opponent or anything like that. So if I'm going to get crushed between some like muscular thighs, I'd rather it be theirs. Not you though. You're a little girl. You, maybe. I have others I would prefer. Like you. Exactly. Alright, so we're up against the Amazoness Empress. The queen is on the board. And probably going to get the other scale. That's going to make this thing really big. Really big and really tough to out. But we will give it a shot. So what we're going to go ahead and do, activate our Dicey Dungeon. Get our Dice Dungeon. Gonna go ahead and get our Dimension, the dice. And since I have 2 yugiohs, much as I like to have 2 yugiohs, I'm gonna attempt to draw more things. I can get a Snipe Hunter would be big. I do not have a Snipe Hunter. I have a Stygian Street Patrol, which is just as good. Just as good. So we'll summon our Stygian Street Patrol boy. We're gonna go ahead and do as we did before. We're just gonna go Dimension the dice. Tribute that off. Summon an Orgoth from our deck. Go ahead, Ash Blossom me. I knew it. I knew it. It's always Ash Blossom. This thing ruined me on stream the other night, and I just despise it with a passion. Although I could summon Snipe Hunter and then potentially wipe my opponent's board. Another option. tricky business. I only have so many cards in the hand, though. Because I want to try Snipe Hunter, but I'd rather go with my boy Orgoth. I mean, Snipe Hunter's cool, too. He's the OG Dice Monster boss. But I need other things. Let's see here. I could summon out... I can't summon Orgoth because he is not a Fiend. He's a proud and mighty warrior. Should have had Sir Memphis do this deck. I don't know if he would like it. Maybe. He'd like Orgoth for sure. Ooh, okay, a couple 5s. I can attack directly. That's cool. Go ahead and set ourselves a guard. Enter the battle phase. And if I get a good roll off of this, we can attack our opponent directly with something huge. No. I get 5s every time. 5s every time. Oh my goodness. That just sucks. I hate what that. Now his monsters are huge. Literally got the backwards reverse thing we did not want to see happen. Alright, well, I can still attack directly. Try surviving this. I don't know, my luck in getting Orgoth on the board, on point. My luck on using Dice Dungeon, absolutely terrible so far. So far, pretty bad. You do not want to roll a 5. That's the one thing you never want to roll. That's what that 6 prevents. Because I can essentially make my monster get the double whenever I'd like. So let's end our turn, I think. Or should I make Pet the Stag? No, I don't need to make Pet the Stag. Pet the Stag is nice if my opponent's really defense monster based. Or, you know, I just need to beat over monsters in defense. But if he had Marshmallow, then that would be really good. I can make it so Orgoth has the piercing damage. That's pretty good. Alright, so he's gonna go ahead and do that thing. Gonna get that Amazoneth card or a Pendulum Scale right away. Either way works. More annoyingly is that if he takes damage now, he can just straight up gain the life points back, which is not great. But tis what tis. I'm gonna save this for later. I'm gonna save this for the battle phase. Alright, so Amazoness War Chief, that will get him an Amazoness. So he set a spell trap or Poly. I'm imagining he's going to get Poly and make the giant fusion. Giant thickness. That's what he's going to go for. Amazon Secret Technique. Okay, you got the secret techniques, but you can't play it yet because it is a quick play. That is how that works. My brother. What are you going to do? Can you bounce the face down? No. He's going to bounce the hot spring. Very clever, sister. Very clever. Very clever indeed. But can you out the dicey dungeon? Gotta remember, I think as it's his turn, the first roll is actually like his roll, if I remember correctly. It's a weird thing on edopro. If it was real life, that would be easy to realize. But I got that 6, so I can effectively change mine or my opponent's roll, which would be great. Okay, because he's going to go for Augusta, which is the bossiest of bosses. Who is also one of the few Amazonesses, I realize, who wears pants. And let's see. Let's go ahead. No, not yet. I can use Yugioh whenever I'd like to give my boy a 1,000-point boost. But I don't need that yet. Not just yet. Okay. So he's got Augusta. He can attack twice. And he gets to summon another monster, whoever he'd like to choose. Anybody he'd like to summon out. Yep. Toiga. It's Tony the Toiga. He's great. Why am I going ever so slightly Australian? Okay, we're going to go Dice Dungeon here. I'm going to chain the 6. I'm pretty sure our edopro does. Okay, he gets a 3. No. I got a 3. Yes. Oh. Wait. W. Okay, okay, yeah. Okay, what did I just do? So the second roll is his still. Okay, that's my bad. That's my bad. Okay. I should have changed the first roll. No, wait. I shouldn't have changed anything. I should have changed the first roll, not the second one. Yep. All right. Well, GG to you, sir, because I'd say that's game right there. All right. That was more of a problem with EDO pros, like, you know, which dice is which. It's not that well stated. That's just me. Okay, so we take a loss, but, you know, sometimes that's what, when you roll the bones, sometimes they come out snake eyes, and that's what happens. But it's okay. We got time for one more duel today. This is probably going to be a very quick episode, to be honest. Maybe I'll do 2 more. I'd like to do 2 more. Let's see how it goes. Edopro is a little slow this morning, but let's go for another duel. Show off more Orgoth stuff. Alrighty, everybody. The third opponent, the fight in third. And so far, we got a win. We got a loss. We're showing off with this deck, dude. Okay, an interesting hand indeed. If I just get my mother flipping arc, okay, that's perfect. Actually, that is a-okay with me. What is we up against? Is this... Was that an Arc Fiend? Okay, this is an Arc Fiend deck. Okay, I think I can handle that. I mean, I've got a giant mighty warrior. What does this guy do? This card's destroyed, sends from the field to the grave. Target level 6 Dark Fiend, except for Arc Fiend. Okay. Okay, so he's got Arc Fiends. Cool. Very cool. I was gonna be careful because Arc Fiend Empress? No, not Empress. Eris. If I destroy her by card effect, bad things can happen. So, as we do, let's go for dice. Come on, baby. Roll them bones. Roll them bones. Roll them bones. 1 or 6. Gotta get it. What does this do? I think that's fine. I guess. I'm fine. I don't care. I got a 3 and it's on top of my deck again. Gosh darn it. Oh well. I can get it back. I can get it back right now if I want to. Do I want to? That's the big question. Because I kind of wanted to go for Snipe Hunter right now because that's kind of like my only thing I have at the moment. Kinda, sorta. Let's go for Snipe Hunter. Good old OG. We'll go ahead and discard an Orgoth so we can revive it later. What does this do? Okay. So I can freely destroy this thing so long as I roll right. There we go. Yeah, it's weird. Dice. That one requires you to... What was it? Dice, you need to have anything... you have a 1 or a 6. With Snipe Hunter, it's the complete opposite. You want everything but a 1 or a 6. It's funny how that works. Let's go ahead and type this again. What's the worst that could happen? Am I right? What is this? Ecclesia the Virtuous? Let's see. And I can get back Orgoth if I need to. Let's go for Allure Dart and let's see where this goes. Oh, my dice! I know I might have lost 1, but I didn't think I was going to lose both. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, I can get back Orgoth if I really need to, but right now, not too great a thing. Although we're up against, well, he's got Sword Souls in his Arc Fiends, which could mean some pretty nasty extra deck surprises for us, but we'll see. I mean, the fact that he didn't use this. Trip these cards, open Sword Soul in front of Albaz. Ah, the Arc Fiend Emperor, which is just as strong as my monster. Okay. Mutually assured destruction it is, sir. Although I have a bad feeling I know what that face down is. That's gonna be Call of the Arc Fiend, isn't it? That's what that's gonna be. Let's go ahead and use our Propitious Warrior Lady. Just get back Orgoth so he's nice in my hand. I just want to see my boy in my hand. Let's summon yugioh and see where this goes. I mean, even if that is Call of the Arc Fiend, I'm still gonna attack. I don't see a reason not to. I'm not just gonna sit here. Thank you very much. Yeah, because if this guy gets Call of the Arc Fiend, that could be very bad, because that can let him summon back all of his big dudes every turn. But I don't think he has it. If he did, he would have played it. Let's go ahead and hedge our bets with another Snipe Hunter. That's right, the OG. Come on, baby. Yeah. What is it? Contract with the Abyss, you say? Interesting. Okay. I was not expecting that. How many life points does he have left? Does he have 2,500? Not quite. I could tribute yugioh, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna sit pretty. I think we're good. I think we're good. You know, Orgoth has done his thing. It's time for the little dice boys to do their thing. We'll say I love me some Arc Fiends. I do. Although I'm still kind of concerned as to what this is in here. Not sure what that's in here for. We'll see. All right, set the deck. All right, let me think about this. It's a risk no matter what I do, isn't it? It is. Oh, come on, man. Don't rage quit. Okay, I guess that confirms that I was going to win regardless, but I was thinking, do I snipe hunter or do I go with Orgoth? I had two options. I either go with snipe hunter, pop a car. I was going to pop the back row just to guarantee that that's not called the Arc Fiend. But gosh dang it, my opponent surrenders. That is unfortunate. But now we got to make one more duel happen then. We're going to do one more duel today. That'll be good. And yeah, let's go for one more duel. Show off a little bit more what this day do. We've done most of what we want to do. I mean, we've summoned Orgoth. We've done Snipe Hunter. We've got Stygian Destroy. We've done pretty much everybody except for Dice Jar. So let's go for one more duel and see if we get Dice Jar in our hand. That'd be great. All right, everybody, the fourth and final opponent, the last chance of romance. Today's deck, it's worked just fine for me. You know, we've gotten to do a lot of what this deck likes to do. We've gotten that 6 going. We've gotten the dice. We've done things. I just wish I hadn't fucked up with the dice 6. We got to remember, every time that we go for the field spell, the first roll is just the one we need to do. We have to change that one. So up against elemental heroes. All right. I was about to say out with a bang. More like a whimper, because Elemental Heroes is such a boring deck to watch. I tell you, used to be so. Listen, if you're gonna play some old school heroes, that's cool. When you're gonna play new school heroes, it's the same repetitive thing every single time. It's just Stratos, it's Ferris, it's Vion, it's Shadow Mist, all that nonsense. It's so repetitive, and I don't care for it much. Not especially. Yeah, because he's got the D. He's going to go for, like, Destiny Fusion at some point. Got the Ferris. That's going to set up the Vision guy. Tribute this to summon it. Send another card to the grave. Blah, blah, blah. Let me summon Orgoth, damn it. That's all I want. I want to see Orgoth. He's a cool dude. Okay, maybe there's some slight variance here, but he's got to make, like, Sunwrither. Thunwither, as we call him here. Yep. Where is he? Let's see it. Or... Oh, wait, no. I was about to say, oh, something cool and different. Then I'm like, oh, wait, there's a trap that lets him fusion into any of his crazy fusions. I kind of forgot about that bit. But yeah, that's what's going to happen here. It's so annoying. Every time I see heroes, and they try to do different things, but it's always the same formula. Although the plasma is a nice touch. I'll give you that much. Let's see, target a monster. Let's see, this is the guy that negates the effects of monsters while I control them. Yes. So it's the lockdown variant of heroes. Okay. Alright. That's what it is. My opponent just did not want to... You know, I shouldn't complain. We've had some pretty cool people today who at least allowed us to do our thing. I mean, the first guy could have just raged and left. And I'm glad he didn't. Because if he had, then we wouldn't have gotten to show off Orgoth. Second guy kicked my butt well and truly. I wish I had just... I should have tested against actual people more with the DAT 6. That's just all my fault. And the third guy... He held on pretty good. Alright, but yeah, as I figured, it's just Phoenix and Farce. Oh. Phoenix and Farce is so amazing. It's so cool. Okay, you have your Forcer. I can end the Forcer's whole career. I can, but what's he gonna do? He's gonna make... Cross Crusader? Cross Guy? Cross Crusader? Whatever his name is. Or maybe we'll make Dread Decimator, make this actually interesting. Because so far, it's just been the same old, same old. Yeah, Crusader, bring back a D hero, tribute it off to get another hero. Yeah. As I suspected, this is just bog standard hero stuff. And this is the one that just gets him back malicious. It's malicious. So delicious. Such an annoying card that they made. I tell you, D heroes. I used to like D heroes. I still have an old D hero deck in my like bag of decks. I don't have this thing. I prefer the other. I would go. I'm okay with like evil hero Bane being with D heroes because at least he's an evil looking dude. I don't really care for this stuff. What do we got? Okay, Devicer. Let me guess. Let me take a guess. You're gonna get Neos. And you've got favorite hero this whole time, which is why you didn't search it. And now you're going to summon that Flare Wingman guy. Okay. Okay, well, that's just what it is. Okay. Enough whining. let's just see what we can do against this, because I got stuff. I got things. This will summon Vion, gonna do that. I would like to have a turn, sir, if you don't mind. You gotta make Baguska on top of this. I don't think that's a good idea. I can't imagine they make Baguska. That'd be stupid. Why would you do that? Let's see, he's already used Shadow Mist effect. What are you gonna do? Search another Poly? You already have Poly. Ditch another increase. Okay. Alright. Are you done? Sir, please? Madam? Or are you gonna fuse into Sunriser and get more things? My goodness! Alright, finally, but I guess he did make Decimator, so that's at least something kind of cool that happened. Let's go ahead and let's start with Allure of Darkness. See how that goes. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I don't see this ending very well. He's got that favorite hero trap, assuredly. Just gonna stop all the cool stuff I'd like to do. We'll see where this goes. Let's go ahead and activate Dice Dungeon. You know? You try to just take out a nice, fun little dice deck and see what your opponent does with it, and they just play this nonsense over and over again. Here's what tis. Let's see. I wish I was running the other spirit right now. I should have thought of that. The green one that gets you an extra normal summon. Well, like 2 Aratamas, 1 of the green boy, 1 of this thing. Probably work just as well. You know, I'm just saying. What do you got? Yeah, unfortunately, I already have Sakatama, so I can't search an Aratama. That's what I mean. Should have gone both, but I didn't. Should have made all of it, but I didn't. See, I could make Typhon, right? Because that'll stop him from using this, and then I can just return it to the hand. Okay. Does that help me, though? That's a good question. Does that, in any way, shape, or form, help me? I mean, it's just straight up saying, screw you, essentially. You know what? This one time, because I am trying slightly bigger things, let's go for Typhon, detach a material from it, and then we're just going to bounce Phoenix Enforcer. Or if he goes to the fusion, I can bounce that too. Either way, he can't use his Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. So, this is my one consolidation to like more modern stuff in this deck. I don't like to use it, but my opponent has forced my hand. What say you, sir? What say you, fish oil salesman? Alright. Get out of here. Get out of here with your nonsensical nonsense. Let's see. I can't summon anything else, which is sad, but it's what it is. So, I'm just going to set a couple of cards, and that's my turn. Oh, and I'm sorry, Aratama, you got to come back to my hand. Got to get my boy out of there. But yeah, this is where he displays favorite contact. He's going to summon that giant wingman thing, and well, I still have that 6, and now we know better about how it works. Who are you summoning out? Like we don't already know it's something. It's this guy. 7,800 attack, and he's affected by this. Let's see. That doesn't do much, I don't think. Wait, what does this do? Destroy cards, bow controls up to the number of different attributes of monsters on the field when it's special summoned. Okay. So what we're gonna do, Dicey Dungeon combined with Cat 6. So the first roll is ours. 4. Do we want to change a 4? I can change a 4 to a 1, and the 1 would be bad, so no. He got a 6. We do want to change the 6, which won't save us, but he does do significantly less damage. There we go. See, we're learning, chat. We're learning. Although I think I'm dead anyway. Yeah, I'm still dead regardless. Freaking heroes. You know what? I defy you, sir. One less hero for you. One less hero for you, sir. All right. Well, that is just this is what happens when you have to rely on the meta stuff, I guess. So we take ourselves another loss, but you know what? 2-2 with this deck. It's 50-50. It's the dice. That's fine by me. You know, it may not be perfect, but it's what it is. So let's go for the end screen. Alrighty, everybody on YouTube, it's your boy. We're here at the end screen. Our Orgoth the Relentless deck went 2-2, which is honestly just fine. It's a more casual-minded deck, and against the more casual-minded folk, and well, I could have beaten Amazonist maybe, but regardless, we have to show off what this deck does. It went 2-2, which is normally not ideal, but a 50-50 split is what it is. You know, when you're rolling dice, that's what happens sometimes. But we got to show off most of what this deck does. We got to summon Orgoth. We got to summon our Snipe Hunter. We got to do the Stygian thing. We got the Spirits. I did make a slight change in the post. You know, I would say after that last duel, one Nikitama. You know, a couple R's to search, a Nikki, a Sakitama. All good here. The only thing we really didn't get to see today, though, was Dice Jar. But all in all, I'm happy with how the deck turned out. We got to see some wombos. We got to see some combos. It's a nice, quick deck if you want to just have like a nice, you know, if you have time for like a 5-minute duel, this is the deck that's good for that because it goes by rather quick. Honestly, it does. So, you know, I like to see some gamble decks. I really do. Orgoth is a pretty neat dude. We never got to see him go all threes, but that only happens every once in a blue moon anyway. But we got to see a lot of his effects. He could attack directly. We did get that draw too, which was cool. So I'm happy with it. Hope everybody at home is happy with it. If you like this deck, smack the like button. Let me know that you enjoyed it. Consider subscribing if you'd like to show support for the show. And real quick, I'm going to go over the deck list, and then we're going to see what's tomorrow. For today's deck, here's what we ran. I ran 3 copies of Orgoth because he's our big bad boss monster. 3 copies of Yugioh for a hand trap, as well as just being another Dark Fiend, which we can summon off various things. Stygian Street Patrol, which we like to get into the graveyard by whatever means necessary. Banish him to summon things like our Yugioh or our 3 offs of Snipe Hunter, the OG dice boss monster, who just discards cards to pop things. We have 2 copies of the Aratama to search out our spirits and have as ourselves a rank 4 engine. He's our rank 4 engine in case we need a backup. And also we do have the Crazy Box, which we didn't make, but it was always on the table. So we have 2 of that guy. I would say run 1 Nikitama in case you already have your Sakitama. This is the nice guy to search out because he gives you just another normal summon, get more things on the board. And then Sakitama just gives you a free summon, again, of a spirit monster. So they work well in tandem with each other. I run 3 Rookie Warrior of the Lady, which is a nice hand trap when Orgoth's on the board and we don't roll the protection effect or what have you. It's just a nice thing to weaken an opponent's monster that's battling into Orgoth. You know, it's a nice thing. Maybe run it at 2 if you feel like you don't need it at 3. But I think it's a nice little thing just to make Orgoth a little harder to deal with. And then lastly, we have our OG boy, the Dice Jar. Alternate win condition. Roll dice. Whoever wins deals damage to the loser. And if you roll a 6, it's just 6,000 damage. This card's insane. It really is. It's a really cool card. We didn't get to see it today, though, but that's okay. 3 copies of Lure Darkness, because we have a lot of dark monsters in this deck. We have some light monsters and some Earths as well, but mostly we run Dark Boys, and this just lets us draw into more things, get more cards going. You could also play like Upstart Goblin, I suppose, but that gives your opponent life points. We want to take their life points. 1 Harpy's Feather Duster for removal of back row. 2 copies of Dimension of the Dice. Most people run 3, but I find it somewhat a little bit bricky at times. It seems our field spell, which we already search out, searches this out. I find that 2 is fine. 1 Terraforming to get the field spell. Monster Born to revive monsters in the grave. Call by Grave to stop hand traps. Triple Dice, which, you know, if you roll a 1 or a 6, which is like a 1 in 3 chance, then you're gonna get any dice related card from your deck. And even if you don't, then it has a chance to recur itself. Although if it puts itself on top of the deck, it gets really annoying. It's kind of like Horn of the Unicorn in that respect, but it's still a really good card, especially combined with that 6. Triple Dice Dungeon, it searches out your stuff, gets your monsters absolutely busted, and it can really screw your opponent over. Again, that 6 really helps with that. Double Blind Obliteration, I really like this trap. It's just a means of clearing a board of your opponents. If you just roll, like, if you roll like a 5, you wipe out other level 4 or lower monsters they control. You roll high enough, you can hit all their big boys as well. It also works on Exceeds, which is important, because I actually had a nice casual match with Exorcister once, which this was helpful against. Even though my opponent kind of let me do it, but, you know, that was that. Basically, what I was just saying, I'm just trying to say the card works against ranked subs, okay? It works against ranked monsters, level monsters, all that stuff. One fairy box, because it's a funny little card with diglets on it, and it allows us to, you know, potentially beat over things that we normally wouldn't be. Protects our boys, all the good stuff. And lastly, that 6, which can change an unfavorable matchup into a pleasant one, because we can change our 1s into 6s, and their 6s into 1s. So it's a really cool thing. As for the extra deck, here's what we got. Real quick, we got Masquerena for obvious reasons. We got Pentastag for piercing damage. The Phoenix Unicorn combo. Pretty basic stuff for the links. Pretty basic stuff. We have Do Undo Gares if we need more draws, or summon monsters from the grave, what have you. Just another rank 4 that's really good. I run Heartland Draco because we have a face-up spell, therefore cannot be targeted for attacks, and it can attack my opponent directly. So, you know, there's some interaction there. Baguska for playing C? B or C? It's one of those. It's like back end of back ends. Tornado Dragon is for more spell trap removal. Time Thief, because he kind of looks like a gambler, therefore he's thematic if anything else, and he can steal stuff. We got the Utopia Gambit, in case we just need to do lots of damage. He's also a warrior, so that's an important thing with the warrior lady, of course. Good old Crazy Box, who is like the worst monster to be using with that 6, but you know, he's kind of like Snipe Hunter. Anything but a 1 or a 6 is good for him. Yeah, literally anything but a 1 or 6 is good for that boy. Utopic Lightning, already explained that. Gaia Dragon is just here if we, you know, need a piercing damage guy for whatever reason. If Double A Zeus has already been used and we have an Xyz on the board and we just need to rank it up into something to do damage, you have Gaia Thunder. He's also, you know, he uses level 7s, and Orgoth's a level 7, so there's things there. We have level 1 Typhon just to deal with annoying things to a degree. I mean, it would have worked too if it wasn't for that favorite hero. It would have. And then we have Double A Zeus for field clearance and all that good stuff. So that's the extra deck. Side deck, pretty basic stuff. I mean, I was trying Desperado Dragon, but he's more for coin flip decks and more for Dark Machine decks. So not as useful in this deck, but that was a hope at one point. There's Dark Master Zork, which is a dice rolling sort of dude. He requires the ritual though, so that's an entirely separate strategy there. But if you can find ways to work him in there, he does have the ability to just wipe out boards, but you know, you don't want to ever roll a 6 with a guy. Triple Cup of Ace, just if you want to just go whole hog into the whole gamble aspect of it, it could draw you 2 cards, but you could also draw your opponent 2 cards. So, you know, play it at your own risk. Though I was originally running Summon Dice in this deck, which is a really nice card for summoning out our high-level monsters from our hand, or monsters from our grave, or extra normal summons. Well, I kind of went in a different direction with this one because I just wanted to do different things, but that's another option there. That's the Sark thing. We got Dice Foon for more spell trap removal of the dice variety. Good old Roulette Spider, which is just a really neat card, which can screw your opponent over really, really badly. But you know, I already have enough like protection and things like that. And second Coin Toss is for the coin flip dap, and then there's just another Aratama if you want more spirits. So that's the deck here today, everybody. I hope you very much enjoyed. Tomorrow is the 70th day of Yu-Gi-Oh! We are so close to the finale. And we're taking a look at Evil Eyes Unchained, which I need to finish the extra deck of, but is what is. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, y'all stay safe. Y'all stay happy, and you have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow.